Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Magic the Gathering Arena, I thought I would show you the deck that I've probably been playing the longest and the most, but it's to get a win with the Strixhaven Stadium. If you do damage to the opponent, they get counters, and if you get 10 of them, then you win. And then I have been using Riga as a commander, but I wanted to upgrade it. I'm going to try Tamiyo here. I'm actually going to use a different Planeswalker in paper. Maybe I'll show that in a future video. But I thought I would show off this Tamiyo here because we can use Planeswalkers as commanders in Brawl, but we can't use it in paper unless it's specified. Alright, but 1-drops, I have a lot of 1-power creatures, and they have flying, or they can't be blocked, or they have some other kind of benefit to them. Harrier Strix, maybe draw a card, maybe tap guys. And then Curiosity effects. If they do damage to the player, draw cards. I want to draw lots of cards. And then I have lots of stuff to protect permanents. That can protect my creatures, and also Strixhaven Stadium. It's important that I protect that. Esper Sentinel, just for card draw. And then for 2-drops, I want to use some guys that prevent triggers. There are other versions of that, where it's like, it can't even be spent to counter it. And then Cyclonic Rift, of course. And if I have 2-drops, then they also have something special, can't be blocked, hexproof, draw a card when it dies. I'm going for 1-power creatures because that's a holdover from when Riga was the commander. But it actually doesn't matter how much damage they do. This guy can proliferate. Don't have a lot of proliferate, but I have a little. It can work with the stadium. And then I have lots of card draw, and then discard as well. And then here I can use this to tutor up the stadium. So I can grab that. Has a mana ability. Delny, here's a new card. Very powerful, especially for my deck. But I looked at the paper, it's like $40, so forget it. And then here is a sweeper that kills everything power 3 or higher. I don't have anything with power 3 or higher, so this will kill a lot of the opponent's board. And more card draw with some discard. I want to discard for 2 cards, I'll show that later. Here's Trophy Mage. This is the one that searches for 3 mana artifacts. The other one looks for artifacts with mana abilities, I think. And then this is kind of a sweeper, you know, returns everything to hand, kind of like Cyclonic Rift. More card draw. And this is great. This is kind of like a secret commander, or the real commander of my deck. Whenever a creature does combat damage, draw a card. So I can get like, 2, 3, 4 cards. Here's another one to return all creatures. My creatures are cheap, so it's easy to get them out again. And then here's the other secret commander of the deck, Toski. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So yeah, actually if I get out either one of those 2, I don't actually need to put out my commander. And then here's the reason why I want to fill my graveyard. So I can cast this, or Treasure Cruise, which I have in my paper deck. And then lands, I don't know if there's anything special to say here. This Buried Ruin, I can use this in case somebody kills my stadium. Or I can use Regrowth. I'm wondering if I need to put more of these effects into my deck. But it hasn't been an issue that often, really. Okay, that is my deck. I'll show you one game. This one went a while, but I feel like it shows off a lot of what my deck can do, so. Alright, 4 lands, that's a lot. And they're using some new commander that I don't know. Oh, auras. It uses a lot of enchantments, auras. Okay, don't have anything to spend for 1 mana, so we'll put out the dual land there. Authority of the Consuls, that's annoying. That'll give them lots of life, but I actually don't care about their life total, since I'm going for the stadium win. Okay, let's put out another forest. I like this. I can look at the top 4 cards and grab an artifact. And there's an artifact. I like the Spectrum Sentinel because it has protection from multicolored. So sometimes he can just attack and not be blocked. Or he can block multicolored creatures and take no damage. Alright, let's play the plains. Let's play Cultivate, get some more lands out. I have maybe 5, 6 copies of the basic lands of each color. Okay, we'll get a plains and an island. And we'll wait. Yeah, attacking is not really a priority until I have the stadium out. Some characters do have, triggers when they attack or when they do combat damage, but for now, no. Alright, let's play that island. I just got that deep analysis card. It came out, I think, with the, what is it? Modern Masters? Whatever it's called. The new set, the 3rd one. I had my eye on it for a while, but finally came to Arena, so got it. Alright, I do have a card in my hand that has flash, so I might want to wait. And they will put out Ristic Study. Later I will kill it with the Boseiju land. I should have done that this turn, but oh well. Okay, let's cast Memory Deluge. Let's see if I can find my stadium. Yeah, I really should have cast that Boseiju. Oh well. Okay, no stadiums, so I'll grab, well, I got 2 lands and then 2 cards to give my permanents hexproof. We'll get 1 of each. Alright, and then I do have enough mana to cast Tamiyo. I don't need more cards. I don't think I need card draw. And they don't have any creatures with power 3 or higher, so I don't need that sweeper. And why not? Let's cast Tamiyo. Ooh! It's gonna counter my Tamiyo. Okay, so when I was playing this game, I was wondering, where is my Tamiyo? Why is it not in my command zone? It's because I hit decline there when it asked me if I wanted to put it into the command zone. I thought I was declining the Ristic Study pay. So, mystery solved there. But, like I said before, if I can get out the 2 kind of hidden commanders, secret commanders, then I actually don't need my commander. Previously, when I played this deck with Riga, he was kind of like the least important part of the deck. And I think opponents recognized that and just kind of left him alone. He was there for the colors, you know, white, green, blue. But then I was looking at commanders with white, green, blue. Even in paper, which has a bigger selection, there are not a lot of commanders that really serve the goal of my deck. But yeah, Riga, one of the top 2, I would say. The other one I'll see if you can guess it, but in a future video, maybe I'll do that. But yeah, I have been playing Paper Commander with my new magic friend. His decks are very high level. If you're familiar with like the power ranking system or whatever of Commander decks, his decks are probably 9s, you know? Maybe low end C EDH, competitive EDH. And so my decks, they're like 7s or 8s. I feel like I need to raise the power level, and that's why I want to change out Riga. Okay, so I use the Deep Analysis, draw some cards. I can cast that again for a lower price, pay some life. So that's a great card. And then he's putting out more creatures. I just blocked with the crane there, because I don't need it anymore. After the enters the battlefield effect, it just basically becomes a blocker. Okay, I guess we'll draw cards again, pay 3 life, that's fine. I'm wondering when I am going to notice that I should use Boseiju. But yeah, my deck will often have a lot of cards in hand. And then, so many of my cards kind of do the same things that I don't mind, you know, discarding a lot. Okay, so here, finally, let's use Boseiju on their Rhystic Study. Okay, Threnody Singer. I like this card. But, like, the timing is kind of difficult. And then usually if I'm keeping up mana, then I want to use it for, you know, giving permanence hexproof effects. Alright, they're going to attack. We can block with a couple guys. Again, the guy with a protection from multicolored can block the multicolored creature, take no damage. And then the Futurist Operative, card I love. When it's not attacking, it's a 0/4, so that's a great blocker. When it is attacking, it becomes a 1/1 that cannot be blocked, so perfect for my deck. Alright, I have the Swiftfoot Boots. Can't use that on Tamiyo, that's more for the creatures, so I don't need that at the moment. Alright, we'll Memory Deluge again. Really like this card. Alright, let's look for the Stadium. No Stadium. But I did find the Trophy Mage, which can tutor that up. And I'm looking at my hand. I'm seeing if I have, like, protection effects. I do, but I grabbed that other one anyway. I guess I don't need the land. Alright, and no need to attack. They have 40 life, doesn't bother me. Alright, too many cards, so we'll get rid of Harrow. I guess I have too many lands, or I have enough lands also. Yeah, most of my cards are mana cost 3 or less, so don't need a lot of lands. I think I have like 35 lands, maybe? Alright, again, we'll block the multicolored with the protection for multicolored. Threnody Singer will die, but that's fine. Okay, land. I'm wondering if I want to get the Stadium now. Yeah, let's get that now. I love that that card exists in Arena. I think in Paper there are other creatures, which will look for 2 mana artifacts or something. But this Trophy Mage is the only one that exists in Arena, and then it can search for 3, and luckily, Strixhaven Stadium is 3. Okay, so now the other player knows my win condition. Okay, Faithful Mending, love this card too, because I can also cast it twice. They're going to attempt to destroy my artifact, so let's cast Lazotep Plating to give my permanence hexproof. There are a lot of cards which will give, like, creatures hexproof, but not a lot which will give permanence, so that's why that is nice. Also Surge of Salvation, and of course Heroic Intervention. Okay, discard a couple cards. Like the 1/1 flyer, you know, I got a ton of those, so I don't feel bad about sacrificing that. But I did try to pick, you know, 1 or 2 drop monsters that have another effect, you know? Like we can scry, or we can maybe counter a spell, or they have protection, something like that. I did a lot of searching, and I found a good amount of them. Alright, so they have a pretty big board presence, and they are attacking. And they're going to put some counters on, so let's block the biggest guys that I can block. Alright, we'll still take some damage, but that's okay. Okay, I lose some counters on Strixhaven. What I should have done is I should have manually tapped the lands so that Strixhaven Stadium could be untapped, and then on their end step I can tap it to get 1 more token. Sometimes I can make the difference. Okay, yep, manually tapping. Alright, let's draw some cards. And we can get rid of, well, Expendable Lackey for sure. And I have enough cards, I don't think I need that, Sense card. Alright, Battle Bywater will kill their 2 creatures with power 3 or higher. My guys are untouched. And lots of mana. Let's put out Strict Proctor. That will counter, enters the battlefield triggers, 4 creatures. There's a new card from the Karlov set, the new Karlov set, I think, which will have that effect on artifacts and creatures. So like treasures or clues or whatever. If there's something that triggers off of that, that will prevent it. Okay, and we'll do some attacks to get some counters on the stadium, but we'll leave some blockers behind as well. They got 57 life, doesn't matter. Okay, there's their commander. Doubles counters, okay. Okay, I'm going to prevent their Guide of Souls, unless they pay for it. They paid for it, so they'll get a life and an energy. I guess they don't control any auras. Alright, I was waiting to use, you know, Heroic Intervention or something to protect my permanents, but they didn't attack them, so I'll use my leftover mana to eat the food, get some life. Okay, manually tapping again. White and blue. We'll cast Faithful Mending again. Oh, Delny, that's nice. Fairy Seer, that's a cool card. Scry 2, only costs 1. I like that early game, you know, if I need to look for lands, or if I'm in a pinch, I need to look for a sweeper or something to return cards to hands. But now, I don't need it. Alright, but we can put out Delny. And she will double some effects, and then also help me be unblockable. Unfortunately, she does not double the effect of counters on the stadium if I do combat damage. Okay, let's exile the expendable lackey from the graveyard. Make a fish token, which cannot be blocked. And I guess we'll attack with the futurist operative only. Get a counter. Okay. And we'll leave up some mana in case we want to cast the heroic intervention. Ooh, Saruman. And then Delny, she will double the strict proctor thing. So if somebody wants to pay to allow a trigger, they'll have to pay for it twice. That's annoying. Alright, he'll use my Thirst for Knowledge. Draw 3 cards. Okay, discard some lands. I'm wondering if I want to use other white cards, you know, that prevent stuff? Prevent triggers or other kinds of things. But I think all of them have power higher than 2 or higher. I don't know, I'll look into it. My deck, actually, I don't think it has any effects that trigger on entering the battlefield. I used to have a couple, but I took them out so I can make better use of like the strict proctor effects. Alright, but we'll just go all in. Maybe we can get the stadium win here. But I have Delny, so like guys with power 3 or higher, I think it is, can't block my guys. So they're gonna spend a lot of time just trying to put together a blocking package. But if 4 of my guys get through, then I win. Because I have 6 counters on the stadium. And my, what is it, Spectrum Sentinel has protection from multicolored, so they're trying to figure out what would be a good blocker against him. And then some of my guys just can't be blocked at all, so maybe they're struggling with that also. Okay. We'll go to damage. And they'll quit because they know I'm going to get the 10 counters. Okay, so that is a look at my stadium deck. Love this deck. I have a real-life version of it as well. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Take care.